Take a deep breath, unwind, and let tonight's tale carry you to rest. Italia and Louis, a century of friendship. This story is about the friendship between a young girl, Katia, and a shadow creature named Louis, who find sanctuary in their bond and protect it from growing darkness. Once upon a time, nestled in a valley adorned with emerald forests and crystalline rivers, lay the tranquil village of Eldergrove. In Eldergrove, humans and shadow creatures lived in harmony, protected by a pact forged centuries ago. Among the villagers was a young girl named Katia, known for her golden hair that shimmered like sunlight and eyes as blue as the spring sky. Katia often ventured into the depths of the forest, exploring its myriad wonders with boundless curiosity. One day, as she wandered deeper than ever before, she discovered a hidden sanctuary, a clearing surrounded by towering pines and carpeted with vibrant wildflowers. In its center stood an ancient stone well, glistening under the dappled sun. As Katia approached the well, its surface rippled magically, revealing the reflection of a creature unlike any she had seen. There, peering up at it with eyes luminescent as the stars, was Louis, a shadow creature of a grace whose form shifted like shadows cast by moonlight. Despite her initial surprise, Katia felt drawn to Louis's gentle presence. Over the weeks, their meeting became a cherished routine. In the sanctuary, Katia and Louis shared stories of their worlds, learning from each other and forging an unbreakable bond. Katia spoke of the village, its traditions, and the delicate balance maintained between humans and shadow creatures, while Louis recounted ancient tales of moonlit realms and forgotten magics. Together, they discovered an unspoken language of friendship that transcended their differences. As the seasons turned, their sanctuary blossomed, with the life they breathed into it. Trees whispered sweet secrets to the wind, and flowers sang songs of vibrant colors. Their companionship created a haven where time seemed to pause, offering solace from the complexities of the world. Yet the sanctuary faced a growing shadow, a threat looming both in the village and in the heart of the forest, a darkness that sought to unravel the peace between humans and shadow creatures. Katia and Louis knew they must act to protect the harmony they cherished. United by their friendship, they devised a plan to fortify the sanctuary, weaving perfected spells and enchantments with the ancient magic Louis possessed. As they worked, Katia realized that the true strength of their bond lay not in the magic she wielded, but in the love and trust they shared. The two friends ultimately succeeded, casting a protective aura over the sanctuary that drove back the dark forces threatening their world. Eldergrove flourished once more, a testament to the enduring power of friendship, resilience, and harmony. Katia and Louis' sanctuary became a symbol of hope, guiding others towards understanding and union, inspiring them to lead bonds as strong and beautiful as theirs. Another story awaits to ease your night. Bellflower and Clover, the journey of responsibility. This story is about Bellflower and Clover's journey to learn the value of responsibility and how it transformed their community. Once upon a time, in the idyllic village of Meadowland, there lived a gentle soul named Bellflower. Bellflower was known throughout the village for her kindness and warmth, and the radiant blooms she tended in her garden were the envy of all. Her delicate features and graceful movements made her a bit of an enigma, but beneath her gentleness was a heart full of determination and resilience. Since childhood, Bellflower dreamed of creating a sanctuary where everyone could find peace and community. Early on a sunny morning, Bellflower stumbled upon Clover, a helpful sprite nestled amongst the dewy petals of a bluebell flower. Clover, with twinkling eyes and wings shimmering like morning rays, was always eager to help and share her wisdom. After introducing themselves, Clover told Bellflower of her quest to learn the true meaning of responsibility. Bellflower was intrigued and saw the perfect opportunity to fulfill her dream for Clover's quest. The two joined forces and embarked on a journey to discover the essence of responsibility. Their first stop was the bustling market square, filled with aromas of fresh bread and laughter of children. Bellflower noticed a boy struggling to carry his heavy basket. She reached out to help, teaching Clover that responsibility sometimes means lending a hand. From that moment, Clover knew that responsibility was not just a task but an act of kindness. Next, they explored the verdant fields where farmers toiled to ensure the village had enough food for everyone. Bellflower explained that planting seeds today would guarantee tomorrow's harvest, a lesson in responsibility and foresight. Clover nodded, understanding that responsibility meant thinking of the future. As the sun dipped beneath the horizon, Bellflower and Clover reached the serene shores of Lake Larry's. Here, Bellflower showed Clover how villagers cleaned the water every week, an act of caring for their environment and the well-being of all creatures. Clover realized that responsibility included taking care of shared resources and protecting nature's gifts. Their final adventure led them to the Grand Library, brimming with stories and knowledge. Bellflower shared a story of a wise elder who encouraged learning as a responsibility to oneself and one's community. Clover understood that responsibility involved acquiring wisdom and passing it on. With each experience, Clover's understanding deepened. She now saw responsibility not as a burden, but as an opportunity to care, nurture, and grow. Bellflower and Clover returned to Meadowglen, where their journey inspired a newfound sense of unity and cooperation among the villagers. Bellflower's garden, now a sanctuary for reflection, blossomed more beautifully than ever, symbolizing the lessons of responsibility they learned together. As the stars twinkled and the village quieted, Bellflower and Clover embraced their life's purpose with hearts full of joy, knowing they had made a difference in their world. Another soothing tale is ready to be told. Lantana and Dahlia's Magical Library Adventure. This story is about Lantana and gentle beast Dahlia discovering the wonders of books in a magical library. In the quaint village of Bibliana, Lantana was a curious child whose eyes sparkled with wonder every time she passed the old library on the corner. The library was not just any building, it was said to contain books that whispered stories of magic and mystery to those who dared to open them. On sunny days, the library's stained glass windows cast brilliant hues across the cobblestone streets, painting the path to adventure. Lantana always dreamed of entering this realm of enchantment and possibility. It wasn't until one crisp autumn day that her dream would start turning into reality. An unusual, gentle breeze swirled around her feet as she approached the library's massive oak door. From the shadows emerged Dahlia, a gentle beast known for her wisdom and warmth. Dahlia had soft fur that shimmered like the twilight sky, her eyes deep wells of kindness. "Come with me, Lantana," Dahlia beckoned with a voice like the calming rustle of leaves. There is much to discover within these walls. Inside the library, the scent of centuries-old parchment and embraced them, promising tales untold. As they navigated through piles of towering shelves, each book seemed to pulse with life, resonating with stories and adventures of heroes and dreamers. Lantana stopped by a book whose cover shimmered with golden threads woven into patterns, feeling an inexplicable connection. "Holding it," Dahlia encouraged. As the pages turned, Lantana was transported into a vivid realm of colorful marketplaces and faraway kingdoms, where dragons whispered secrets only audible to those pure of heart. Her eyes widened in wonderment as Dahlia explained the significance of each tale. The ink spelled curls between their covers. With every story, they invite us to walk with giants or to fly among stars. Lantana absorbed every word, her heart racing with joy and imagination. Hours passed before Lantana realized the evening sun was casting long shadows, signaling their journey's end. What a marvelous adventure, she sighed, thanking Dahlia. Remember, Dahlia softly said, the library's magic is not found by closed doors, but unlocked in the pages you hold. With a heart full of wonder, Lantana left the library, clutching a small book gifted by Dahlia, a story of bravery and kindness, promising continued journeys in her dreams. That night, before drifting into slumber, Lantana imagined herself back in those forgotten realms, accompanied by the ever-gentle Dahlia. Our next tale awaits, calm and heartwarming. Aster and Bellflower's Seasonal Wonders. This story is about the adventures and friendship of a girl named Aster and a curious kitten named Bellflower as they explore the wonders of each season. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by towering mountains and lush forests, lived a curious young girl named Aster. She had sparkling eyes and a heart full of wonders. One summer's morning, as the sun spilled golden rays across the meadows, Aster discovered a tiny kitten with fur as white as snow. She named him Bellflower. From the moment their paths crossed, they were inseparable companions, embarking on adventures that tainted the canvas of their young lives with the vibrant hues of the seasons. The summer breezed by. Aster and Bellflower spent many afternoons chasing butterflies and laughing amidst fields of blooming flowers. The air was filled with the sweet fragrance of apricots and sunflowers, embracing them warmly. Bellflower often paused to watch the bees dance atop blossoms, his eyes wide with fascination. Aster would lie on the warm earth beside him, sharing stories of lands unseen and tales of whimsy. With autumn's arrival, the landscape transformed into a tapestry of golds and reds, and leaves danced around them like flickering flames. Aster taught Bellflower to listen to the whispered secrets of the leaves descending in spirals, each carrying stories of time's passage. They collected acorns and played in piles of crunch-aching leaves, their laughter echoing against the autumn sky. Wrapped the village in a soft, glistening blanket of snow, and Aster and Bellflower ventured into the wonderland of ice and frost. Bellflower skidded across the frozen pond, while Aster pulled him on a wooden sled, their cheeks flushed and eyes bright with mirth. The cold air was crisp and invigorating, each puff of breath creating tiny clouds that lingered momentarily. Yet, even in the chill, their friendship was a source of warmth. As spring arrived, a symphony of birds punctuated the cool air, heralding new beginnings. Aster and Bellflower watched as buds turned to blossoms, decorating the village in hues of pink and green. Bellflower pawed at the petals, curious and playful, while Aster marveled at the renewal of life. Hand in paw, they explored every corner, discovering nests and hidden corners in the burgeoning beauty around them. In their hearts, each season was a treasure chest filled with memories, stories, and the bond of infinite love. Thus, Aster and Bellflower learned to embrace every change, finding joy and wonder in the endless cycles of life. Their friendship, unwavering amidst the ever-changing landscape, was a testament to the magic they found in each moment and in each other. Thank you for sharing tonight. Rest peacefully.